Welcome to the enchanting world of theatre, where every backstage whisper holds the promise of a magical transformation. Behind the curtains, amidst the flurry of costume changes and the scent of the stage makeup, lies a realm where dreams take shape. Rehearsals echo with the cadence of voices breathing life into characters, each line a brushstroke upon the canvas of the script. The makeup artist's deft touch waves tales of age and intrude, while the set designer's vision brings distant worlds to life upon the stage. In this symphony of creativity, every actor, every crew member plays a vital role in crafting the tapestry of storytelling. So, as we delve into the heart of this wondrous realm, let us marvel at the beauty of the theatre where imagination knows no bounds and dreams dance in the spotlight.
In the dynamic landscape of modern entertainment, a significant paradigm shift is underway. The enduring tradition of live stage performances is yielding ground to the captivating allure of movie theaters. Join us on an enlightening journey as we investigate this cultural transition. Through meticulous research and insightful interviews, we delve into a multifaceted motivations during this evolution. From the intimacy of live theatrical experiences to the immersive allure of cinematic storytelling, we meticulously examine the complex interplay of societal, technological, and artistic forces at play. Prepare to gain a deeper understanding of these transformative phenomenon and its profound implications on the entertainment industry and cultural landscape. In India, the history of stage play theatre is rich and diverse. Dating back to ancient times, Indian theatre has its roots in religious rituals and folk traditions, with early performances incorporating elements of dance, music, and storytelling. Sanskrit drama, with its elaborate theoretical conventions, flourished from around the 1st century BCE to the 10th century CE, producing renowned works like Kalidasa's Shakuntala and Basa's play. During the medieval period, regional forms of theatre emerged, such as the Sanskrit dramas in Kerala, known as Kutiyattam, as well as folk theatre traditions like Yakshagana in Karnataka and Jatra in Bengal. Colonial rule introduced Western theoretical styles to India, leading to the establishment of English language theatre companies in major cities. In the 19th and 20th centuries, Indian theatre experienced a resurgence with the emergence of modern Indian playwrights like Rabindranath Tagore, who wrote plays in Bengali, and Vijay Tendulkar, who explored social and political themes in his work. The Parsi theatre, which blended Indian and Western influences, also gained popularity during this time. Today, Indian theatre continues to thrive with a vibrant mix of traditional and contemporary performances in multiple languages and styles, ranging from classical dramas to experimental theatres, reflecting the country's cultural diversity and artistic innovation. The rise of cinema in India began in the early 20th century, coinciding with the decline of traditional theatre forms. The advent of motion pictures offered a new and exciting form of entertainment that quickly gained popularity among the masses. Silent films were initially produced, often featuring mythological and historical themes familiar to Indian audiences. With the introduction of sounds in films known as talkies, Indian cinema experienced a significant boom. The ability to integrate music, dialogue, and visual storytelling appealed to a wide audience, leading to the decline of attendance in traditional theatres. Additionally, the accessibility and affordability of cinema drew people away from live performances. The Indian film industry, particularly Bollywood, became a dominant force in entertainment, producing a vast number of films each year. The glamour and spectacle of cinema, coupled with the technological advancements that improved the cinematic experience, further contributed to the shift away from traditional theatre. Despite the popularity of cinema, theatre has persisted as an important cultural and artistic form in India. While some audiences may have shifted their preferences towards movies, theatre continues to attract enthusiasts who appreciate its live performances, intimacy, and artistic expression. Moreover, theatre often serves as a platform for experimentation and innovation, offering unique experiences that cannot be replicated in cinema. In the heart of the theatre world, where dreams are born and stories unfold, firstly, we delve into the captivating journeys of two artists, each painting their own unique masterpiece upon the canvas of the stage. Madhuri and Bhavani, who share how their lives are as a theatre artist, and they will now talk to us through their experiences, guiding us through the intricate tapestry of their lives, weaving together moments of triumph, adversity, and profound insight into the essence of theatre.
Well, my name is Madhuri. I'm from North Karnataka basically, but I was born and brought up in Bangalore. Basically, I've done my graduation in commerce from Bangalore University. I did my post-graduation in commerce, specialized in banking from Karnataka University, Dharwad. And I started working as production executive and accounts manager in firms, multinational companies. And it was very soon I realized that debit and credit is not my sitting in front of a system and doing the computer thing. Accounting was basically not my cup of tea. Then I realized that and I switched over. I got into television industry and started working. I had on-job training and so since '96 I've been into television industry as production head, designer, and I've been into short films. I do direct, I do write, and I do act also. And I also started working as freelance since 2000. And then I started writing for serials, television serials and other things. And since 2012 I started working for parallel cinemas. I've been doing casting for films, writing scripts and things like that. And after a period of around 25 years or so, I still realized that I was missing something. So I took a break from all my professional things. I was also working as senior executive in one of the television channels. I took a break from everything and I joined back to my student life. I completed my masters in performing arts from Bangalore University in 2019. 2019 I enrolled, 2021 I completed. And I'm a gold medalist in performing arts. For me, theatre was a parallel or rather a secondary source of something which I could spend my time with. I was right from my school. I've always been a sports person. Till my degree, I represented my state, Karnataka in throwball and volleyball and shot put and discus. For me, the entire year, once the academic year starts, it used to be sports, coaching camp, selection, events happening, sporting events happening across the country. So traveling. And from December, there were no sporting activities happening anywhere. So I'm talking way back in 80s, second half of 80s. So what happened was once I came to my first year PUC, till December we were busy with all sporting activities. Dasara sports, R sports, E sports. After December, getting into classroom was like a big pain because most of the academic year we were not there, so we couldn't relate to what the lecturer was teaching. So I was trying to find out some ways, so that I can get out of the class, but at the same time I ensure that I get attendance. That was when there's an institute team called Bharatiya Kendra in Bangalore. That was a team which was founded by ex-Prime Minister Chandrasekhar during his Padayatra. So the team of Bharatiya Kendra, the Karnataka chapter, used to organize theatre workshops for college students. They used to send resource people almost around 1.5 months, whole of January and February half. That was when I found out, okay, I go and spend time there, I would get attendance and I could probably learn something also. Something new. Theatre was totally new for me. So I said, okay, that's how I started entering theatre. The first 5 years was fantastic, it was fabulous. Because we were so new to the entire concept of theatre and we could just imagine we got into sea and we want to swim. So it was very nice. When I see mythological plays or historical plays, when you have the characters from Ramayana, Mahabharata, and other things, I always felt I don't know whether I can do these kind of roles, because that demands a totally different document and a caliber of an artist. So I was wondering, do I have that? Because basically I am not a dancer, I am not a singer, I am not a trained singer, but to the extent of how much is required for theatre, I am trained to that extent. So my voice as a chorus artist, yes, it suits. I can match that. And to dance also, dance, whatever is required for theatre, I have learned. I am trained in that. So like I was wondering, this stylized acting, how is it possible? When does it need something extra, or what is it that they are so flexible in their movement? They have stylish movements and things. I was wondering. And I had always felt, I'm zero at that. I will not be able to fit into any of those characters. But suddenly out of the blue, one of my friend named Lakshayani Bhatt, she's from Neenasam, she's a trained artist, and she's also a postgraduate in theatre, performing arts from Pine University. She offered me one role. She said, yeah, Madhuri, I want you to do this character. And I was like, what? She said, Satyavati Patra. So, Bhishma and Satyavati combination. So I would love to do it, but I'm sorry, I can't. I don't have that caliber to do this kind of characters. No, it is your perspective. But don't worry, you come and I will help you I will train you to do it. And then that was like, and I said, okay, how many days do you need to train? She said, madam, I have the show already fixed for another 5 days. The 5th day was the show. I said, this is definitely not possible. Forget it. Even if you crack your head, I will not be able to catch up. And I know my learning capacity, how much time I need to pick up something new. And I don't have that caliber. I can't learn so quickly. He said, you don't worry, you come along. And the 4th day, I was still not sure, I told her, if you want to please change, get somebody else to do this character. She said, no, it's only you are going to do this, so you will be performing it tomorrow. Tomorrow is the final show. Then I said, okay. And when I did that, the very response the first response which I got for the scene, mine and Bhishma's scene, audience were clapping for that. And I don't know and I assume that it was for the dialogues which they clapped, because the dialogues are so powerful. So, and definitely, the sets, the costume, the makeup, everything added to whatever little effort I had tried to do. That was one experience which is very close to my heart. I was very much in the comfort zone, doing realistic plays. Any kind of realistic play, and barring age, not that I do only my age characters. I have done older characters when I was quite young, and I've done male characters, and I still do, even now I do male characters. So that has never been a problem for me. But doing realistic female characters was definitely not my cup of tea. I was under that impression. But doing this play, Bhavana, that changed. That gave me a little confidence that yes, I can try, I can do. I do have a little bit of caliber. Probably I need more of training and I need more of time to practice. As an actor, I have always felt there are different schools of acting, because every director has his own style. So I always felt, we should be like water. A person who wants to act should be like water, so that you can adapt yourselves and imbibe the techniques told to us, by the different directors we work with. So over a period of time, as an actor, though I am working with say XYZ, and his style of teaching is different, his approach is different, and I can, whatever I have learned from ABC, another director, I can still imbibe that also, those techniques, and apply it here. So over a period of time, applying things from what we have learned from different directors makes a difference. For example, characters like these mythological characters, we have not seen Satyavati, we have not seen Draupadi, we have not seen Kunti, we have not seen Gandhari. All we have seen is whatever is shown on television. So we go by that, subconsciously. Even if it is not consciously, subconsciously we feel, So what happens is, when we are adding, our element, we need to do justice because we've not seen it. Playing a realistic character of a father or a mother or a sister or a wife, we can have so many examples, live examples. We could have take a reference of our parents, our sisters, whom we see around. We get references, but for such characters, it is not possible. We need to read books. We need to go through a lot of research. And then, with all those things, we still have to have our style. That is a challenge. This challenge is pertaining to the characters like mythological and historical characters. Historical to some extent, yes, we can get references. Maybe we've not, my generation people have not seen Gandhiji or Ambedkar and all. But we have read, we have books about them. They are people who have lived and gone. So we have enough people who have written about them and who have shared their experiences. So still we can get a reference. But the other plays, social plays which were written of late after independence, it's difficult because anything is correct, nothing is wrong. Playing a wife's role, introvert wife role, anything can be real, but then it is up to us to make it so realistic so that the audience can relate and they can react. There's one person whom I adore a lot as an actor for his simplicity and for his approach and the way he teaches. See, it is very easy to catch a fish and give it to you. Now, if you perform and show, this is how I want you to perform. And for me, it would be just I have to imitate. He never made us do that. His name is Mr. Nagendra Shah. He's a very senior actor, writer, director. I did one of his plays, a murder mystery, Agatha Christie's Monster. I did that, and I was a second cast. There was one more lady who was doing it, but then she was not free to do the outstation shows. So I was selected to do the outstation shows. Local ones she used to perform, all outstations I used to do. So when I saw her perform the play a couple of times in Bangalore before I started acting there, and then when I started doing it, I was imitating her. It was subconsciously. Then he told me, no, this is not, see, you're doing like her. I don't want you to do what she does. I want you to do that. I want you to do Bisibadaba. Do it in your style. This is what I want the final output. I want these emotions. These are the things which need to come out. But do it in your style. So that's how he started making us think. Had I been really in that situation, how would I react? It's a rainy day, like all these things and you're caught in without any commutation. How would you react? All these things, and you're amidst murderers. Everybody has a motive for murder. How would you react with each other? How would you take whatever sentence he spoke to you? Psychologically, how it affects. All these things he taught us. He made us realize. From then on, I adapt that one rule, thumb rule. I put myself in that. I forget what I am, and I put myself in that character. And there are 1,000 questions pertaining to the character's characterization. Maybe I get answers for a few, some I don't get, and some I get by doing the role on the stage with the co-artist. Because I do not know how would they react. In my perspective, I would have prepared, this man will talk to me like this, he will get angry at this sentence, so I have to revolt. Maybe that doesn't happen at all. The co-actor might react very coldly. Then I would be surprised, how can I get action? Every action calls for an equal and opposite reaction. If he doesn't get angry, how will I blurt out my energy? So all those things happen on the rehearsals time. So I was like, okay, keeping a mind alert and open for the co-artist to react, because he would also have done similar homework. He would also not have imagined what I will do. So this thing, the theatre gets constructed every day. The new things happening as and how we practice and rehearse. My biggest achievement is completing my master degree at the age of 47, and I competing with half my age students. And my dad was alive then in 2019 when I got admitted. So when I got registered for the course, I went and told him I'm doing this. Like he saw my syllabus and he said, oh, great. But remember, it is your choice to do this course. Nobody has forced you. And Don't quit this course halfway at any cost. I don't mind you will not clear the exam. Even if you fail, it's okay. But I don't want you to quit the course halfway. Because for the simple reason that your peer group, your other students with you in the batch are absolutely half your age. And energy-wise, enthusiasm-wise, they will definitely be more performing better than you. So you may feel, and you can't expect people to give you consideration for your age and things like that. So you have to complete. You are in the pool, you have to swim. Whether you come last, I don't mind. But complete the course. And unfortunately, my dad was not there to see my results. He expired in 2020. I finished my first semester exams. After that, after a week he expired. And I really missed him on the day of my convocation, and I was receiving my 4 gold medals from the government. Well, he's been blessing me from many things. There's a lot of changes happening. Earlier, till the corona, if you divide the time, before pre-corona and after corona. Before corona, there were things were happening and in a place. We needed a place to come and rehearse. We needed a place to perform. We needed a place to do our set work and artwork and things like that, and costumes to be done. It was like we needed one place. So place was one thing. But post-corona, the space is gone, vanished. We could rehearse online. We did the designing online. We did the set work design online, and one place at somebody's house where they had space, we could go and do the work there. So this positive space was one thing which vanished. That's one thing. And across, when the whole lifestyle came to almost to a standstill during Corona, theatre was one thing which was alive. People from US, people from Europe, and people from London, we had online seminars, we had online one act plays happening. Well, they have their own plus and minus points. Watching a play happening live in front of you in the auditorium, sitting in the auditorium, the impact could be different. And watching the same play on a video could be different. Well, to that extent, yes. Technically, it was little, different. But then it didn't stop. Corona did not stop. So, theatre is something, come what may, theatre will continue to happen. And that is, the necessity is the mother of invention. So, we want to keep ourselves alive, we want to keep ourselves alert, we figure out ways and means to keep it alive. It is very easy, Corona, we can't move out, we can't go out, we can't meet, we don't have scripts, we don't have that. I have around 250 scripts in my house. All the books I have, all the plays. As an actor and as a director, there is one thing, I've always felt, to present something, to tell a story, we don't need any particular degree as such. For example, to become an engineer, you need to do engineering. To become a doctor, you have to study medicine for 5 years. But to become a director, you need not necessarily do a theatre course or a director course. If you have that talent to tell a story interestingly, that's more than enough. But that itself is again a disadvantage also, according to me. Just because you don't have any qualification required for a director or an actor, all you need is performance. You perform and show. You ask your friends to direct, act as you said, and somebody to direct the thing, music and things. And if you set of audience can sit and watch and they appreciate and whatever feedback they give, that's more than successful. So that itself is again, I feel, it becomes like anybody can become directors. Which is not bad, which is good. But doing it in a systematic, in a disciplined way, doing it academically makes a difference. So the challenges remain. New ones crop up every time with the passage of time. The best part is the seniors who are there, with their principles and the new ones with their adventure and experimentation. They club together, they merge together and bring out new things. This is one fantastic part of theatre. So are there any trends or developments in the theatre world that excites you or concerns you? I, uh, I'm excited about the technology which is being used. Earlier, we used to have live singers, live musicians, and lighting things, everything we needed to do live. And if somebody wanted the rain thing to happen throughout the play, and it was not possible because of the other components and theatre, the stage will get wet and the sound will create a problem. All those things and technical issues were there. But today, the technology has improved so much that you can have a recorded music. The same musicians are called into a theatre in the studio, recorded, and it's played back. Well, the impact, I personally feel the impact could be varying depending on the acoustics of the thing. So, that apart, well, technology to that extent, using them, that's one thing. And even, for example, I did it myself for the play Nammani Murugappa, which Agatha Christie's Mousetrap, the Kannada version. I use the technology of the entire play happens in a rainy day, night. Whole of in Malnad area, it's entire rainy season and it's pouring cats and dogs. The whole play, I had rain water falling. It was visible and I ensured that the sound didn't disturb the audience for the play. Whatever the dialogues were being said, no? Because when the water falls from a height, it creates a sound. And I use only one bucket of water. I had a motor, submersible motor, and then that would recycle again to go up and come back down. And I had got they use this for lubrication, the pipe with holes. So and the pressure was controlled. A lot of experimentations we could do. So that kind of technologies, I think, is there. That excites a lot.
Concerns you that okay, this is getting updated and the authenticity is just it's losing its authenticity.
That danger is always there. Even earlier also it was there. Even now it's there. See, safeguarding the authentic element of the whole thing, because that itself is the character of the play. So it is our responsibility to ensure that it is not lost. Okay, so to that extent we have to be careful. That's a balancing act which needs to be done. It's 50-50. It is always there. And whatever is all said and done, there will be criticism for whatever you do. So expecting criticism and preparing for the next to reply to that criticism is what keeps you alive. It has always been a challenge. Even earlier days, even before multiplex were introduced in Bangalore, theatre was very popular and there were a lot of themes happening, shows happening every day almost. People used to walk in to theatre and ticketed shows were successful. You have a ticket for 100 rupees, 200 rupees, it was fine. But with the advent of multiplexes and now the OTT platform and now even more further, you just have a smartphone with you and all the channels are available. There's so many things, options. It's just a one click away. With all that, theatre is still running successfully. I'm talking about the plays. It's still happening because the very fact is, because earlier in Bangalore, there were hardly few theatres, few houses where plays could be performed. But today it's not like that. It's become a community theatre. Every locality has a small space. So that way, people they don't need to travel 10-15 kilometers up and down. That problem is sorted out. So with all the television, all the OTTs, all the smartphones, everything keeping them aside, people still come watch plays. That's because of the community theatre. Some of these boys and girls are like, as you said, they don't have the patience. We try to make them understand what's the importance of being patient. That's why the rehearsal spans for around 30 days. Every day evening. And we make it a point that we meet at discipline time at 7. We start off at 7. You come by 6:40, 6:30, 6:20, 6:55, whatever. But 7, we're going to have the third bell and the rehearsal is going to be. So the disciplines we try to imbibe, we try to implement also. Some of them will pick it up, some of them won't pick it up. See, as I said, if they're really passionate enough, and come what may, The show must go on, and I want to be there. That feeling should be there. Unless it comes from within, we cannot. See, even if I force, if I say if you don't come by 6:55, you will not be in the play. That guy must say, okay, fine, sorry. So we can't counter. On the contrary, what we should make them do is we give them such responsibilities so that they are forced to come in before us or be there on time and learn to be patient. And theatre is one place, where it is not that once you do it, it's done. Let's say, for example, set work, a costume, if it is prepared at once and you practice with it, actually that's how it should be done. We first decide the set, then we move along the costume, design the costume, and every day you start rehearsing with the costume and with the set, so that we know what is happening, where do we need changes or things like that. So this is actually supposed to be happening, but unfortunately, most of the cases, it happens only a day before the show. The costumes come only the day before the show, and set is get ready only one day before. So all these things, technical issues, practical issues are there. But making them realize, after the first show we realize, oh, this thing needs to be changed. Or the costume here doesn't help me to have a free moment. So we need to change. So this thing of change is inevitable in theatre. Change is the only constant thing which can happen. So we need to keep them alert. It's not that once you do it, it is done. So that's where, like putting them into the water. Like if you want them to be patient and swim, it is like putting the children into the swimming pool. Put them into that. They will learn to breathe their hands and feet. Like that. Similar technique needs to be done here. You give them responsibilities and whatever they are interested in. Like, if a person is more interested in doing the music, or set work, or costumes, or acting, make them do those things. And also, they should realize that it is not just one man show. Not just doing a beautiful set will help a play. You need this similar costume, you need a similar music, you need actor actors, everything needed. So you make them realize that it is not just yours. Your design should get in sync with the others also. So you need to have a teamwork. So all the team with their equal creative bent of mind, but their temperament could be different. One could be short-tempered, one could be very passive, one could be introvert, one could be extrovert. Making them contribute through teamwork will help. First of all, in Karnataka, there are very few theatre actors who make a living doing theatre. That was there at one period, but that was the golden period. After that, professional theatre as such, has seen lot of variations happening. There are teams even now who do theatre activities with the help. They do funding themselves, and they have sponsors funding them, and this government, state government and central government also funds them productions and things like that. So, but as such, I feel as an actor, it is little difficult. It's a quite a challenge to make a living. And opportunities, yes. I feel, if I want a certain person to do as an age tour, and I know it is his caliber and he can carry it off well, I will want him to do. Come what may, I want him to do. I will face any other challenge in the way. I don't mind. But at the same time, if the person is not all there and I have to compromise all of that, I will think of an alternate thing who can do justice a younger person who can do justice. So opportunities are like, and see today, health issues also is a concern, and the physical distance is a concern. Bringing them for rehearsal for every day, even if you bring them for 2-3 days, the last 3-4 days, like some of them may come in, and those are independent, who can commute together independently, that's okay. A few challenges are still very rampant here. And as you said, because of the patience level being low on the younger generation, they do not want to spend so much time with rehearsing with them. They don't have rather, because they come when they are free, and they come because they are always free. So it has to be a balancing act. For me, I've always felt, because I've seen different professional heights in my life. And with all that, I have always felt satisfied, happy, and my life is a very kind of, it's like a celebration every day because of theatre. Whether maybe I don't do theatre every month. I do theatre when occasionally, but still doing that keeps me alive. What I have a word of to the younger generation is people who want to do theatre. It should be a passion. It should be a calling. From within, your heart should say, I want to do theatre, I want to do that. Because this is a place where you can live many dreams. You can live them. It's not just dreaming them. You can live.
With a lifetime of experiences woven into her journey, Madhuri's passion for the stage burns brightly, illuminating the path for generations to come. As her story unfolds, we witness the transformative power of theatre through the lens of her remarkable career.
Namaste, this is Bhavani here, and I'm a classical dancer and theatre artist. So I started dance at very young age, and theatre was not by choice, it was by chance actually. But but now I'm into theatre and I can't come out. I'm in that stage now. So when I was in my degree, we had a theatre team called Rangasaurabha in our college. So that there we got, usually they used to tell that, so we get the attendance when we join the theatre team. So for that reason I joined theatre. But later on, our first production was Gangavatarana, directed by Rajendra Karan sir. So it is a very beautiful play about Dharabendre. So that inspired me a lot to be in the theatre. As I told, from my young age I was learning Bharatanatyam. I was more into dance studies, I can say. So I always wanted to be a dancer, and luckily my parents supported me a lot. Even they wanted me to be in this art field, so that is a biggest support for me. And later on, as I told, my team Rangasaurabha, they supported me, all my seniors, all my teachers, they supported me a lot to pursue dance and theatre. So I did my masters in Bharatanatyam only. So from Jain University I did my masters, and from Chennai University I have my specialization course in Bharatanatyam. So theatre also, from 2009 I am into theatre. So I have done almost 15 plus plays in theatre, and Gangavatarana, Mysore Mukke, Opera House, these are the few major plays. And in dance, it is Dr. Padma Subramaniam, one of my favorite dancer, and I can say she's the goddess for me. I always look up to her. And in theatre, according to me, and not according to me, for me, theatre is not only about acting. I always wanted to touch all the fields of theatre, like it may be costumes, set and property, and more. I always wanted to learn lighting. Recently I've started learning the few aspects of lighting. So like this. So I always look up in theatre. My favorite director and whom I look up to is B.V. Karan sir. So I just love his plays. Even now it is so beautiful to watch all his plays. I love his beautiful blend of theatre music into the theatre and the costumes. So it is B.V. Karan sir. As an artist, we always have that sudden change, like sudden down, sudden up. And in theatre, being an artist, whatever it may be from personal things, on stage we can't show all those things. We have to hide everything, whatever we face outside. We have to be the character. We have to be in that particular character. So it is like that. And sometimes I feel that even the stage as the particular character may affect us even after the shows also. It will be haunting. Some of the character will be like, oh, tumba haunt agate. It will be like that. And ups and downs, of course, it is, as I told, it is always there for an artist. The main problem after our education, usually while doing our studies, it is not a big problem because our parents will always look into all our expenses, everything. But after once we are done with our education and all, once we pursue theatre or art as a profession, the main problem we face is financial thing. But luckily, as I told, I'm into dance also. I was into teaching from my theatre, from my degree only. So I was into teaching, so that helped me a lot. But as a theatre artist, it is really very hard to pursue theatre as a profession because financial thing matters a lot. So only theatre acting will not give us food or something like that. But it is really very hard. And yeah, I have faced that phase also. In fact, being an artist, sometimes we feel, yak bekitu I feel. I think, of course, even sometimes. But this is a very biggest, support for us. I always say why theatre anta kelidre, I always say it is for my atmavalokana, that is for myself. I find myself here. I did a play that is called Shastra Parva, directed by Krishnamurti Kavtar sir. It is a stylized play. So I did a Kunti character in that play. It's a very matured character. I was just in my 20s at that time when I did that play. It is really very hard to carry that character. And it is. I think my directors taught me how to be in the characters. They made us to involve into the characters. So I think I learned a lot from Krishnamurti Kavtar sir, how to carry a character. And we have to know about the character first. So what is the sequence, what is the situation. It is not only about reading the dialogues, we have to be in the characters. So to be in the character, we have to know the character first. So it is not only about 5 minutes or 1 hour play on stage. Behind the screen we'll have so much of writing works. We have to study a lot actually. It is not only about acting. Usually everyone will think, what do you study? What do you have to study in theatre? You act, that's all. No, everybody will ask. But it is not only about that. We have to know the history. We have to know everything. We have to study a lot actually. So of course for a character, as I told, what is the character? I think about the character. I study a lot to get involved into the character, and the costume, makeup, everything I work, pin to pin I work before doing a character on stage. I work everything, not only the acting part, it may be costume, everything, what is the time period what is the time period with what we are doing, that particular character, yav time period though, I look into all those things. And that is how I prepare myself for a act. As a young theatre artist, it is really very tough to take theatre as a profession. And of course there are so many challenges, and after the play so many comments. We have to be ready for everything. So not only for positive comments, we have to be ready for all the negative comments. We have to accept that open-heartedly, and we have to work on that. Should not feel low for that. Oh, somebody commented on me. So no, we have to work on that particular. Why? What is? If somebody commented on you, or if somebody gave some suggestion to you, we have to take that. That is how I think we can be better for the next time. Yes. As I told, memorable thing is that we, from Rangasaurabha team, we represented Bangalore University all over national level drama competition in Haryana University, and that was the very memorable and it was all time my favorite thing, I can say. We were there in Haryana for almost 15 days and never expected, we just did, once we went there, we did the shopping, everything, we did the set there only, and we got first place for the play, so that is like all time favorite and memorable thing.
So how do you seek out opportunities to showcase your talent with others in this theatre community?
I think I'm little blessed. I need not to go to somebody and ask for the opportunities. My theatre, my team is very supportive. All my seniors are very supportive. So whenever we do the new production, they ask me for the first time, Bhavani, are you interested? You do this, you do that. So they'll give me the work. So that is the biggest positive for me.
Have patience. That is the main thing. So, like 1 month, 2 months, or one play or two play, we can't do anything. To take everything, like as I told, we were taking so much of scoldings from our seniors. And after taking that, also we have to be quiet. Okay, they are telling for our good. We have to be like that. Otherwise, we can't do anything. They're very strict, but one thing what I saw is they're very strict about your time or whatever it may be. Like if we give our time, if we are good enough to be there in the theatre or be there in the play properly, I think it is totally okay. They will help us a lot. The only thing they ask is commitment. I think that is what we, being an young artist, what we are missing. We are into so many other things. Not focused, I guess. Nowadays we are not focused. We can see our seniors, they'll be just doing theatre for without expecting anything for so many years, and now we are like, after doing it for 1 or 2 years, we'll be suddenly shifting into, oh, I'll do some serials, oh, let me do some movies. So I think we are missing out the focus, I guess. So if we are focused into theatre, of course, it is very easy to work with the seniors. They will really help us very well at this. It is very easy to act on screen, I say, because in theatre, immediately we'll have the audience in front of us. If you are not doing well, then we'll just move out of from the auditorium. So it is really very affecting on stage, being an actress. While on screen it is not like that. And not only that, this is according to the audience point of view. And according to me, I can be myself on theatre. But on serials or on screen, it is very limited acting. Whatever it may be, the hand movement, whatever it may be, it is very limited. They will have one. We want to do one particular character, they have one outline. So we have the boundary. So we have to be into that, inside the boundary. So it is very, I think it is very difficult, I say. And not only difficult, and it is not okay. I am not okay with it. Theatre is more nice, and I can be myself on theatre, but not on screen. Yes. I mean, all the young artists are into those. Whoever comes into theatre, they want to become a hero. That is the biggest thing they are expecting. I think we have to leave that, and we have to be in the theatre. And we can learn so many things. Nature, like after 20 years or 25 years, I think we'll be somewhere. We can be a good director, whatever on screen and whatever they want, we can do it. But first, we have to pursue theatre. If if your place is really nice, you can see the houseful theatre. As I told, we recently did our 83rd show of Ganga, which was a houseful show. We did it in Rangashankara. So I think in Rangashankara only we did almost 25 times in Rangashankara only. So all our Ganga plays, always it will be houseful show. And we have the repeated audience, in fact. That is very important thing I can say. If your play is good, if you have something, if you have a good content in the theatre, of course audience will. Main thing, as I told, have patience. That is the main thing, and stay committed to your work. Yeah, study more. Not only we have to study about our mythology, history, know about the theatre. It's really very nice to know about the theatre, know the history of theatre, and not only very new. Not only talking about the modern theatre, it may be the ancient theatre also. We have to know our Sanskrit theatre. So there's an ocean. So I think we always find a new thing, I guess. Study more. Yeah, as an young artist, that is what I do. So whatever I'm telling, that is what I do in my life. And as a theatre artist or as a classical dancer, I want to pursue it more and more. I want to practice this every day.
Bhavani, a beacon of youthful energy and boundless enthusiasm, embodies the spirit of discovery and growth inherent in the world of theatre. Her journey serves as a testament to the resilience and determination of emerging artists as they carve out their place upon the stage of life.
As we saw both of their perspectives and their experiences, now let's listen to the opinion of Bhavana, an acting team head in Center for Management Studies.
The social issues in theatre, particularly, there are a lot of social issues that most of the theatre artists face in today's world, especially the youngsters, because the whole behavioral change is there in youngsters today as compared to the older generation, where people were punctual, where people had a lot of patience, they waited for the right opportunity. But in today's world, this completely changed, where the students are, especially the theatre students, they are looking for opportunities. Also, with that, they don't have patience, where they are not coming to theatre or coming for the practice on time. Punctuality is missing. The theatre discipline is somewhere, vanishing, is what I can tell, because of the entire theatre structure is only changing in today's society. As I mentioned, the theatre structure is changing in today's world. It is also because of the viewership change, where the viewers prefer watching more visual than live performances because of the low promotion, what I can tell. If theatres promote in a very big way like what the films do, probably the viewership might increase, and mainly they have to start promoting amongst the teenagers, because they really don't know what exactly the theatre is. So when they start encouraging the teenagers to come and watch the theatre performances, that is when the theatre can retain its own originality, is what I feel. So this is all about one of the social issues that I can speak. The second would be the economic, problems that the theatre artists face, because it's not just today's problem, it's been a problem since a lot of time, because usually the theatre artists are not paid very well, one. Second is they cannot make it as their mainstream profession, because making it as a mainstream profession will not allow them to make their livelihood actually happen, because there are a lot of productions that they might not be called for, or they might not be given an opportunity to work in. But they cannot take it as a mainstream profession, is what I can tell. And one more thing is, now whoever the theatre artists are originally, they are kind of shifting to another cinema, parallel cinema, or any other serials, cinemas, shows. They're all switching from acting on live performance on theatre to working in films, the recorded versions, because that is where they feel that they get more opportunity and they get paid more. Because of this, maybe their originality is kind of vanishing and reducing. So this is another social issue that is happening in today's world in the theatre field. So hopefully, if people start, promoting well and give knowledge to the youngsters about the importance of theatre in their life, because theatre will definitely not be, with only regard to acting. There's a lot of things that theatre will teach you in written if you start performing, and if you start being in the theatre field, not just performing, but also working in the backstage as a makeup artist, as any other department, because that will teach you a lot in life. Because that may be in any other field, that will just help you in every way, is what I feel. So theatre, the original theatre artists should start promoting theatre mainly in colleges and in schools, so that people are aware that yes, theatre is there. They need to work on the productions and work on the extremely good script for viewership to increase. This is all I feel about theatre.
As we conclude our exploration of the evolving dynamics between movie theatres and stage play theatres, it's evident that the former has experienced a notable ascendancy over the latter in recent years. However, this shift does not signal the complete demise of stage plays, as they continue to hold a special place in the hearts of many individuals who appreciate the live immersive experience they offer. While the dominance of movies in the entertainment industry has undeniably led to a reduction in the prominence of stage plays, it would be premature to dismiss the enduring appeal and cultural significance of theatrical performances. Movie theatres have undoubtedly become the primary choice for entertainment for a vast number of people, largely due to their accessibility, convenience, and technological advancements. With the proliferation of streaming services, on-demand viewing options, and state-of-the-art cinematic experiences, the allure of movie theatres has only grown stronger. The ability to watch a wide array of films from the comfort of one's home or enjoy immersive experiences in cutting-edge theatres equipped with high-definition screens, surround sound system, and even virtual reality technologies has significantly contributed to the popularity of movies as a preferred form of entertainment. Despite facing challenges as limited seating, higher prices, and competition from digital platforms, stage plays theatre persists. The live interactive nature of performances, with its raw motion and spontaneity, captivates audiences worldwide. For theatre enthusiasts, a unique thrill of witnessing talented actors on stage remains unmatched, offering an experience unlike others. In essence, while movie theatres have emerged as a dominant force in the entertainment landscape, stage play theatre continues to endure and enrich our cultural fabric. Rather than viewing them as competing entities, it's essential to recognize the complementary nature of these two mediums, each offering its own unique strengths and contributions to the world of entertainment. As we navigate the ever-changing landscape of entertainment consumption, let us celebrate the diversity and richness of both movies and stage plays, appreciating the magic they bring to our lives in their own distinct ways.